So let's get started on today's meetup for getting crafty with Power Query custom functions in Power BI. One of the longer titles that we've had on this show recently, but all good. Before we dive into that, we got a couple things that we're going to cover off here. As standard, just our big thanks to the sponsors, SkillWave, which is my training company that focuses on Excel and Power BI, is the title sponsor of this organization or of this event, puts together all the speakers, gets things out here. Excel Guru is a parent company of SkillWave and the creator and distributor of Monkey Tools, my Excel add-in to help you build better solutions faster. Our next meetups that we have coming up in a couple of weeks, we've got Ann Walsh is going to be joining us to talk about lessons learned from Excel training. So that'll be an interesting session to hear what her experiences are. Again, going to be at our regular 9 a.m. Pacific time slot on March 5th. And we have a Power BI track coming up on March 19th. And we are not releasing who the speaker is yet, but stay tuned because it's going to be someone great. Other meetups out there. I do want to acknowledge this one here because I heard from someone who might be speaking a little bit later on today that Ropug from Romania is experiencing their 5th birthday, Cristian?
Yes, indeed.
5th birthday.
On the 25th.
Nice. And funny enough, the first speaker at that meetup was who?
You. Of course.
It was me. So we're going to go back and we're going to do another round of talking about Monkey Tools to start off the 5th year of Ropug. So if you're interested, you can check that out. The link is here. All the slide decks, of course, are already posted to the Meetup site, so you can actually grab the link there as well. But I'll be talking about Monkey Tools, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Man, that's next week. Wow, there you go. Cool.
So we'll start the next 5 years together.
There you go. Awesome. If you are interested in learning about Monkey Tools, I do have a free Monkey Tools course that is available at SkillWave here. I've got some great reviews on this. People love the fact it tells you everything that you can do for free. It tells you things that cost you money for a pro license and some of the cool things that Monkey Tools does. Highly recommend checking that out if you haven't heard about the tool or if you are using it and want to learn the other things it can do, because it does do quite a lot. We do have a promotion going at SkillWave right now. You can get 20% off any course registrations with our Love Your Data Valentine special here. So we are running this for, I think for 14 days, I think. Goes till, February 28th. Counting is not my specialty on this. I need a DAX formula for that. So if you're interested in checking out our courses, please go and check them out. You can find the link here. You can also redeem this code and it'll get you 20% off your sign-up fee for the course. Speaking of courses, we have our Excel Fundamentals Academy here. If you or someone in your organization needs to be taken from a beginner to a solid intermediate level of skill, this is a fantastic program to go through and do here. There's 30 hours of training and coaching. It gives you access to our Ask Can Anything sessions, some Power Query recipes. It's a great program to learn about data visualization, pivot tables, Power Query, basic formulas, and all kinds of other good stuff. Definitely recommend checking that out. Of course, if you're already past that stage, you're ready to go and embrace Power Query, Power BI, Power Pivots, and all those good things. That's what our SSBI Academy is all about here. It includes the Fundamentals Academy. It also includes my books, way more training information, and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. This is my premier training product. It even includes Monkey Tools. We definitely recommend you check it out. And don't forget, with our current special that's going on, you can actually get 20% off your registration fee. This meetup, along with all meetups, is recorded and will be posted to the SkillWave YouTube channel. This will happen within the next 24 hours, which is fantastic. So as soon as the meetup's done, you can set your clock to count down. If you are already subscribed to the channel, you'll be notified right away. Otherwise, we do post on the meetup site to let you know that it is live. My last slide that I've got for this one here is that we are always looking for new speakers. If you have some cool stuff that you want to share about working with Power BI, anything in the Power Platform or Excel, we would love to hear from you. So please just fill out this little link on here, get in touch with us. We'll reciprocate, get in touch with you. And as I say, we're always looking for people to share the cool and interesting things they do. No speaking experience is necessary whatsoever. It's a very good group that we have here, very welcoming. And we just love to see what people are experiencing in these products. So if you got something you thought about, hey, maybe I could share this and show it to somebody else, would love to hear from you. Please get in touch. And on that note, I am now going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to turn it over to our ever faithful Power BI presenter, Joseph Yates, to go through and tell us what's new in Power BI for this month, Joseph.
Well, thank you, Ken. So,
dude, you're diving straight in. We're right into Power BI. No preamble today.
I'm diving straight in. I was going to say, what's new in Power BI for this month? Nothing. Nothing is
Oh.
new. We haven't had we haven't had the new release of what's new in Power BI, or at least I checked earlier this morning, there's been no blog post of what's new in Power BI. Maybe the February release might have happened, but no blog post. So we're going to do something a little bit different today.
I'm guessing that if you checked this morning, you actually sighed a big sigh of relief on that one to go, oh my God, thank God I don't only have 5 minutes to prepare a presentation.
That can be fun too, but yeah.
Well, there you go.
Totally.
Anyhow, take it away, my friend.
Cool. All right, so yeah, welcome everyone from all around the world. As Ken said, my name is Joseph. I usually present what's new in Power BI at the monthly meetup groups, and as you probably gathered, there's nothing new in Power BI yet for this month. I checked in January, and I think the release notes came out on the 20th. So with our luck, it's either going to come out a little bit later this morning, or maybe tomorrow, or the day after. So well, all that means is that for the March meetup, we'll probably have 2 months of new features and fun stuff to go through. But for now, I figured I'm just going to go through a quick little demo. I presented something similar when I was the feature speaker last year, I think in April in my Master the Matrix session. And it's just something that I continue to come back to. I use this a lot, and I think it might be useful if you do use matrices in your Power BI reports, or you need to use lots of different types of these visuals together. So enough preamble, why don't we jump in and see what scenario we're dealing with. So in my Power BI page, I have 3 matrix visuals here. And so in my first one, I have client information. So I have like client type at the high level of my rows. And then I have the client age band underneath there and some hierarchy data. My second one is a simple matrix. I just have a segment name in the rows. And in my third one, I have product categorization. So I have like product category and then the specific product underneath it. And in my very first matrix here, in my client information one, the measure I have is count of clients. And in my other 2, I have total balance. So a pretty common scenario I face when I'm building Power BI reports is that users want all these different views in the same report page. It's like, I want to see client type, but I also want to be able to toggle and see client name, or, I want to see product category or whatever. And so one way that I used to do a lot, and I still do sometimes to solve this, is we could use bookmarks. And before everyone starts booing and saying, boo, bookmarks, don't like bookmarks, still, they can be finicky, still cool sometimes, I think. And what we would do is something like, here are my 3 matrices here. I would hide 2 of them. And then you would probably select all of them, create a bookmark just with these selected visuals, probably just with the display. And we can rename this and call it something like client type view, or just client type. And then we'd have to go through and we do some more clicking, and we set up the segment one in exactly the same way. And you can tell I've done this a million times before because it's just sort of second nature now. And we do like segment, and then we do the last one just when the product is appearing, and you add another bookmark just for the selected visuals. And we can call this one, did I delete that by mistake? I think I did. So just selected visuals, not the data, and we'll rename this and call it product. So we could create 3 bookmarks just like that, not too much clicking. And then we can group these together in the bookmark pane. And we can call this, I keep deleting things by mistake. We can call this like matrix group or something similar. So now when I toggle through my bookmarks, we see that we have like client type, segment, or product. And then we could layer these all on top of each other on the same page to appear in the same like corner of our report page. And then what we could do is we could insert a bookmark navigator, something like this. We could format it to look nice. So then if our users wants to see client type, they can click on the button segment or product, and then We don't need to have all three displaying on the page at the same time. Again, we could probably just stack these all on top of each other, and then the report users have the ability just to click through and say, I want to see this, or I want to see this, or I want to see that. And so this is a pretty good solution, I think. Again, it's something that I use quite a bit. But even just clicking through in that fast example of creating 3 different bookmarks, I accidentally deleted one as I was clicking through. I tried to group them and I accidentally ungrouped them. And there is just a lot of clicking, and it's quite finicky, and it's really easy to make mistakes. And it's not always easy to identify where you've made the mistakes afterwards with bookmarks. So a different solution I've come up with that can get us to the same place is by using field parameters to replicate this same functionality. So how I would do this is I need to create 2 field parameters, and we're going to recreate all 3 of these matrix views, but in one matrix, and we're going to make the matrix dynamic instead of 3 static matrices that we can show or hide with a bookmark. So if I go to the modeling tab on the ribbon, I can create a new field parameter. And this is where we need to add in all the fields that were on all of the rows for our 3 views here. So for client type, I think I had client type and client age were the 2 rows of our matrix. For segment, I just had the segment name. And then for product, I had the product category and the account product. By default, we have this option toggled on of add slicer to the page. I'm going to uncheck that. I'm going to add a slicer manually a little bit later. And I'm also going to rename this to something more descriptive so I remember what it is, like field parameter rows. And then in the formula bar here, we see we have a field parameter. And what I need to do is I need to update this a little bit, because right now these are just 5 independent fields all within my field parameter. And I just need to add 2 more columns to this table definition. So I'm going to call this first one client view, and I'm going to add an index of 1 to that, so it appears first. And I'm going to add this to both the client type and client age. For segment name, I'm going to change this to segment view, and we'll index that with 2. And for the last one, we'll call this product view, and we'll index that with 3. So we'll have something that looks like this. We're adding on just 2 additional columns onto our field parameter. And I'm doing that after we defined the field parameter in the interface. And if I go to my table view on FP rows, this is what it looks like. This value 4 and this value 5 is what I've added. And I can rename these columns to be view, and we can call this view sort. And then I can take this view column and I can sort by view sort here. And so now what that means is if I create a new matrix, and I can take my FP rows field parameter and put that in the rows, and I can create a slicer on my view. So now if I hit client view, we see it's the client fields appear in our hierarchy here. If I hit segment view, it's just the segment name, and product view, we have that product hierarchy in the views. So that's good. So we're like halfway there. Recall when we were going through these client type views with our bookmarks that the client type, let's move these a little out the way. Our client type matrix had a count of clients as the measure, but the segment and the product had total balance as the measure here. So this is why we need a second field parameter, is to be able to control the measure that's displayed in the different matrices, because we're not just having the same measure that fills in the body of the matrix. So if I go to modeling, new parameter, new field parameter again, this time I'm just going to use my 2 measures. I'm going to use total balance and count of clients. Again, I'm going to untoggle add slicer to page, and we'll call this field parameter measure. I mean, you can really call it whatever you want just to keep track of things. And I'm going to do the same thing here. as I did when creating the rows for my matrix. So for total balance, I want this to be part of the segment view, and we'll order this as 2. And for the count of clients, I want that to be part of my client view, and we'll index that with 1. But we also need total balance to be part of our product view. So what I'll do just to keep things nice and tidy and in order is I'll paste this down here, and I'll also paste it here. But instead of segment view, let's call this product view, and we'll index that with a 3 and remove the trailing comma. So here we have the measure we've defined for our client view, count of clients, and total balances for both these other views in here. And I can commit that. And if we go to our table, we see we have the same thing. So we can rename this view and view sort, although sort doesn't matter as much in this case, but we can do this. And now all we would need to do is relate these two things in, not this one, remove from diagram, is we need to relate these two things in one way. And the issue we have right now is that if I do drop field parameter measure into my matrix, the filter that we defined for our rows doesn't affect the measure that we created. And it doesn't really make much sense. We could do something like create another view slicer, and now it does control the measure in there, but having to do, 2 of these things and click both on segment view isn't great. So what we need to do is create a bridge table between these 2 field parameters, and it's that bridge table that we can use to connect to those slicer columns that can control and be the slicer for this entire matrix. So we need to create a table that has client view, segment view, product view, and we'll relate it to these 2 tables here. So I can create a new table, and we can call this FP slicer. We want to create a data table. We can just call this like slicer field, and the no, we don't call it slicer field, we call it the column name. So the first one is client view, and it is a, what is it? A string, I think. The second name is, what was it? Segment view, I think. Segment view is also a string, and we'll say product view string. I hope this works because maybe I need to use my favorite friend, Mr. AI, to see. Create me a data table in DAX with row values, client view, segment view, and product view. All right, view string, I define, okay, got it. I'm just gonna copy this in. I was almost right with my code. So creating a data table with 1 column view, which is a string, and these are the values in there. So I was close. And then I would need to drop my field parameter in here. I would take the view and relate this to the view column. We have a one-to-many relationship, or one-to-one. That should be one-to-many. And single filtering. And we have this way, one-to-many. And now I'm going to delete this and delete that one. And when I add a slicer on my FP slicer, now when I select client view, both the measure and the rows get updated, both with the same slicer. Let's make this a little bit bigger. When I select product view from my view slicer, it's the measure updates as well as the hierarchies, and segment view, we get the same thing there. So rather than create 3 different bookmarks and all these different views, we can just replicate the same bookmark functionality that we see here, all with field parameters. And what's nice is that if we need to update what measures are in the field parameters, we can do this just updating our field parameter tables, updating the code we use in the formula bar. If we need to update what's in our rows, we can do the same thing. If we need to create additional views, we can do that as well. And we don't need to do more clicky, draggy, droppy bookmark interface stuff. So I think that's right on time. I think that was my 15 minutes. So thank you, everyone. That's not what's new in Power BI, but again, just a very common scenario I face with matrix visuals and how we can sort of use both bookmarks and field parameters to make that a little bit dynamic.
Thanks, Joseph. Oh, look at that. The comment. What a fabulous start to the Beaches morning. Well done. Misha had a question for you. What if you have common parameters for each primary parameter? In her case, she needs to see fiscal year, not using a matrix, but a column chart.
What do you have a common parameter for each? So this does work with other visuals as well. It doesn't have to be a matrix visual. You can use it for a column chart too, for sure. I'm not sure what you mean by common parameters for each primary parameter.
So in my example, I've got things like forecast group, contract class, service type, but I'm actually trying to, underneath that column chart, I also have financial year, so people can just drill into the financial year information for a specific piece. So it is a common thing. It's a common, like financial year is common across all of them, right?
Right.
So can I still use financial year embedded under the second level of the hierarchy?
I see what you're saying. Yes, yes, definitely. You can definitely have let's see. So if I have like my field parameter on my rows here, if from my date dimension,
share your screen again, Joseph.
Come on.
I mean, I could experiment, but I just thought
I was so close.
You know.
Yeah, so you can definitely just drop another field from your data model, like under your hierarchy here, or even above your rows in your hierarchy. So you can see now I have like year. I can expand, and then I can switch between, like, it's still 2018, but it's client view, product view, or segment view, for sure. Is that what you were after?
Perfect, thank you. Yes, it is.
Cool.
But I think I'll experiment. What I was thinking in my head would work, but no, this is fabulous as well. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Joseph, once again for giving us a cool what's not quite new in Power BI, but still awesome anyway. So, and yeah, awesome. It makes me laugh when you say that you've done your 15 minutes. It sounds like we give you 15 minutes of fame every time that you do this kind of thing, and then you got an exit stage left. But
that's how I approach it.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. At least you get to relive your 15 minutes every time we do this, though, right? So not many people get that chance. Awesome. You know what? It is now my great pleasure to welcome my friend Cristian Angyal back. I think it's been about 5 years since you've been here, too, isn't it?
Well, I think
maybe not quite that long.
No, only 2 or 3, something like this.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm really happy to be back.
Yeah, and I'm really happy to have you back. So let's talk about one of my favorite functions out there, Power Query. And you got some custom function stuff that's going to be happening. I want to see what's going on here, buddy. So let's share your screen and show us something cool.
I'm not sure you will get something new out of it, but hopefully you will also pick up something new, because I've learned so much from you. So I'm really happy to be here, and thanks for having me.
I'm happy to have you back, Brian. There you go, bud. Well, welcome back. I'm super happy to have you here. And here we go, folks. Let's talk about getting crafty with custom Power Query custom functions.
Well, thanks. Except the long title, which can be shortened to PQ custom functions, regardless if it's in Power BI or Excel. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you, everybody who joined the session. And this is my first time delivering this session. This is my only slide. Actually, it's not a slide. It's a markdown. It's the first time for me presenting like this. So hopefully everything will run well. So all everything I'm doing today, it's available, it's publicly available, and you'll have the link to walk through. It's a Power BI file, which is reading a Markdown file on my GitHub account. So we'll have a scrollable Power BI file, so I can switch easily to the Power Query editor. This session is for everyone. Beginners will learn the syntax, and experienced users will hopefully pick up some patterns and performance tips. I hope everyone will learn at least one thing out of this session, and by the end, everybody should be writing reusable and maintainable M functions with confidence. There will be live demos throughout, so don't hesitate to ask questions. I will keep an eye on the chat. Hopefully I can keep up with everything. And please excuse my flow. I'm not having the same flow like Ken, so be patient. I'm thinking in Romanian and translating in my head. So don't be so harsh. I'm not Ken in this way. So a few words about me. My name is Cristian. I'm a former project manager. I'm an electrical engineer that went to project management and switched the career 12, 13 years ago when I discovered Power Query. Since then, I sat to different Microsoft exams. I'm also dabbling with Power BI and Fabric, but Power Query is my first love. I'm the founder of Romania Power BI Modern Excel User Group since 2021. And if you were not here at the beginning, we are celebrating our 5th anniversary with Ken next week. I was recognized as Microsoft MVP in 2022, and I'm a proud dad of a beautiful princess and a husband to a very patient and beautiful woman that puts up with me since more than 25 years. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or on Linktree. There's no problem. I'm glad to connect. So, the agenda for today. We'll go quickly on we'll start with the why, so the motivation before mechanics. As I said, demos are embedded throughout, so not just at the end. And we'll also show some error handling and performance, which are often overlooked. We cover them both during this session. So, why custom functions? Imagine you have 15 queries, all doing date localization for Romanian format, because I'm coming from Romania. You copy paste the same 4 steps each time. Then the business changes the format. You spend an hour hunting every query. Who can relate to this? I'm pretty sure everybody's was in this situation in many times. So we are switching from copy pasting chaos to reusable, elegant M code, and because we are not lazy, we are efficient, right? I like to say it like this, even if I am lazy on this one. So custom functions eliminates the dry, don't repeat yourself violation. They make your queries readable. Think about it. A function name clean product code is instantly understandable instead of doing several steps in doing it. Normal, we can replace the hassle to remember what you did this month, next month, when you need to redo your file and so on. And it's not really easy to unit test an inline. So custom functions will solve all of this. You can write them once and call everywhere. they can be documented and parameterized. So English, as I said, English is not my first language, so you can use parameters and make it reusable. So syntax and structure. The anatomy of an M function is really easy to understand. You have a list of at least one parameter. Even this one is optional. So you have parameters defined, and you will see that it's preferable to define the types of the parameters. And besides the parameters, you have the fat arrow or the go-to sign. This is the syntax. Every time between parentheses, you have the parameters. Then you have the rocket sign or greater than, equal and greater than. And then you have some steps. And in the end, you're using those parameters in the steps in the query. But basically, besides this start, the definition of a function, everything else is just like a normal query in Power Query. It has a let, an in, the block exactly the same as a regular query, and the final expression after in is the return value. We don't have a return keyword here, and usually and preferably is we should define also the type of the result of that function. Well, if I was not really clear in explaining, hopefully you'll understand whenever we move to the demo part. But as I said, the function definitions are really important in terms of refining the types. So defining the data types, this ensures the data remains consistent and accurate so that the function is the one that you expect. If you're not defining the types, you might get errors throughout the workflow. If you define them from the beginning, at least when you test them, they can fail early and you can catch up the possible problems. And adding optional parameters allows flexibility, addressing diverse needs of the end users. So for both input parameters and function output, as I said, you can define data types. A parameter without a defined data type, and this is how a basic function starts. This is how we can define it at the beginning, is called an implicit parameters. This means that it can accept values of any type. Specifying a data type for a parameter turns it into explicit parameter. And this is what I recommend doing on all of the parameters that you are using. So be mindful, defining data types is really important whenever we are doing custom functions. So how can we create functions? There are 3 different ways to create custom functions. First method, starting from a blank query, it's really easy to do it. And let me show you, since we have our query here, let me switch to not this one, this one. And also let me have the, not this one, this one. As I said, all the data is already in a markdown file here in GitHub, but it's from Power BI desktop reading markdown files. I'm not able to copy paste, so I'm copying it from here. Is the size of the fonts okay? Everything is good?
I think so. If anybody wants to see things a little bit bigger, let us know. But I've got some thumbs up popping up on the screen here, so I think you're good to go.
Okay, perfect. So, method 1. Let's start with a blank query and just paste the M code. I will just copy the M code here. I will start a blank query. And here in the advanced editor, I can do it like this, or even easier, discard and do it like this. Of course, I didn't add it, this one I don't need it for now. I was supposed to add an equal, and I have a function. As you can see, this function, this is the first method. I just created the function, which is add in this. I'm getting a date. This is my first parameter that I defined as a date. So it's called date and the data type is date. The result of the function is date. I'm using the rocket sign or the go-to operator. See the zoom it for the win. Okay, let me try to zoom it. Hopefully this is better. And I'm just using in this function, at 10 days function that I created, I'm using an existing function where I'm using the parameter, the date parameters, and I'm adding 10 days out of it. And we can test it. Let's put today, and the result should be in 10 days on the 1st of March. But we can, let me delete this one and try a different one so we can see it easier. If I'm starting from the 28th, every time I'm getting 10 additional days, then this is the easiest way to define a function. Okay, the second method is to create a function and using the UI, which is pretty easy but not as often used as the pasting the M code. But it's really interesting because it can give you some additional flexibility, and I'll show you why. I have already prepared here a parameter. I defined a parameter which is called param days, so parameter days, and I have a calendar query. This time I need to see not this one, but the query settings. Let me make it bigger. So my query is really simple. I have a start date, an end date, a date count, which is doing the difference in days between the start and the end. I'm getting a list of dates using list.dates from start date with the number of dates and the duration of 1, so add me 1. So this is the logic that I can create in a query. Let's say any query can be like this. You can create your logic query as it is. But on this one, I want to make sure that I can modify. Let's say I don't need the calendar from start date to end date, and I want to create a function that will return the number of days that I want. Well, this is where the parameters comes in, and these days parameters can be really easily replaced here in the function, in the query, instead of date count, which now is a calculating step. I will just go with parameters day, and you will see the value, the 10 days that I defined there is just is giving me the calendar with only 10 days. Now that I created a parameter inside, I added a parameter inside my query, I have the option, well, I had the option before, and I'll show you that option too. I have the option to right click and go with this create function option here. Whenever I'm doing this, I'm getting a screen asking me for the function name. Let's call it FN calendar. And you will see what's happening. FN calendar, together with the parameter and the logic query that I had at the beginning, was moved automatically in a folder, as I'd like to call it, even if Power Query calls it groups, because they are all linked together now. As soon as I modify the parameter, so let's say I only have 10 days here with years and quarters, right? But I want to have it for 30 days. Because I created I added the parameter inside the query and then right click and created the function using the UI, everything is linked. So if I'm changing the parameter now, the function will change and the query will change. Everything is linked now. And let me show you, if I want to have it for 30 days, and I'm going to calendar start, now I'm having for 30 days. If I want to have it for the entire 365 days, the calendar is already done for the entire year. Of course, I could add a parameter for the start date and also with a number of days. We can do all kind of additional stuff, but I just wanted to show you how easily it is to use a parameter and then right click and create a function out of it without any problem. But there is a caveat. Whenever you are trying to edit, so right click and advanced editor, the function that was created, this FN calendar that I created, you'll get a pop-up screen like this. So the definition of the function is updated whenever calendar start is updated. If I'm modifying the function, I'm losing the link between the query and the function. So, but this time, let's move back to 10 days because it's easier to see it. Let's say I want to add a column in this calendar logic query. I want to add a column with months. So I'm going with add column and I want the month. So I just added inside the query the logic. If we go here now in the FN calendar and ignore the pop-up, you will see that here at the end, the last step is the one that I created in the logic. So everything is linked. And if I'm moving, if I'm editing and changing this, the link will be broken. I see a question in the chat from Jeff. If the link is broken, there is no way. Once you, exactly like Ken is saying, once you screw up, it's done forever. You have to restart and doing it from scratch. So it's important to know that whenever you are editing a function that was created like this, this is what's happening. And think about whenever you are trying to combine files and Power Query creates the parameters and the transform file and everything. This is the reason why you don't want to touch it. And if we have time in the end, I'll show you a way how to avoid that combined functions already created by Power Query. So there is another way of creating functions, and let me move it back. Define and call immediately. So define inline inside another query. So the third type of function is this creating a function is this one. Let me create a new query. And here equals, no, this is the complete one. Advanced editor. Here we have a function already defined as a step in a normal query. So the function, it doesn't have a name. It has a parameter. The x is the parameter as a number. And this is an easy function, just doubling down the number that I have here. But as you can see, it's created inline. And after a while, I still remember one of the courses that I took with Ken, and I was asking Ken, how come we have functions inside and outside? How come we have let and in statements inside a query? Well, you need some practice and some deeper understanding of the M language to see that it's possible and it's also recommended from time to time. Here, the second step, this one, the result is just, let me show you again. So I have a function that has a parameter x as a number, and every time you provide a parameter, it just multiplies by 2. But in the same query, you have a step that called result, that it's calling this function, the double function, with x as 5 in this case, but we can modify it. Let me put some other value, 10. So the doubling down should be 20. So these are the 3 ways of creating custom functions, and it's pretty easy to do it like this. There is one more caveat. Whenever you can you create a function by right-clicking and using this UI option. You can create a function, and let me duplicate one of the queries here. Call it test for now. If I'm right-clicking and create the function, yes, I will create a function without parameters. And I'm getting this from Power Query. There are no parameters. It's not as often used as the normal functions, but you can do it. So if I'm creating this function, you will see, so fn test, no parameters. Yeah, I can create a function that actually returns the query that I do. If I invoke it, it just returns the initial query. You can do it like this, but it's not very useful, let's say like this. So let me, of course, this one is also created like this inside a folder. So let me move back here. We saw there are the 3 options of creating functions. Usually, or in most of the cases, method 1, in my experience, more than 90% of the functions are written like this. But there are use cases to convert a function query into a function. Because of these advantages, it's easy to create. The function updates automatically, and the visibility, you always see the initial logic query and also the function underneath, but pay attention whenever you are editing the query, you'll get a problem. So throughout the functions and all the definitions, there are some keywords, and but I won't insist on them because they are available. The Latin block, it defines the sequence of name steps. It's just like it works identically inside the function body, just like a regular query. As I said, this sign, the equals and greater sign, the fat arrow or the goes to or the rocket sign. You'll find it in different ways in different people or different documents. It separates the parameter list from the function body. Think of it of just like given these inputs, produce this output. And as you can see, we have some functions. We have some samples here. I'm not sure we should go through all of them, but we can take one or two. This one, for example, let in body. Yeah, let's try this one. X as a number. And let me add a new one. No. Blank query. And here, out of this, I only need, let's keep only the last one and comment the other ones. Control / is the comment for it. As you can see, we have the, just like the other ones. This is a double function that is outside here as a separate query. We can have it like this without any problem. I see that Ken is answering a long question, and thank you for that, Ken. I'm not reading it now, but please stop me if there is an interesting question that related to what I'm showing, okay?
Can do.
So let's move back. There are some additional keywords as which declares a type for a parameter or the function value. I just wanted to mention them all because they will remain in the documentation, and there are some examples for all of them. The nullable keyword, it's the allows a parameter to accept either if it's declared type or null. You can find functions where not only the parameter is optional, but it's also nullable, meaning that the function will work even if that parameter is null. So even for the mandatory parameters, you can define them as nullable because not always the data is not clean. In real life, you know very well the data is not always the cleanest one. Optional, it's a keyword that stays in front of the parameter, which is really important, and marks a parameter that the user can omit entirely. If you are using it inside the function, the omitted value arrives as null. You can pair it with a double question mark, which is the coalesce sign. And you have some examples here. We won't go through all of them here. All the samples can be pasted and worked inside Power Query. It makes no sense. But there is an important thing to note here on the optional. Whenever you are defining a parameter optional, all the parameters that are defined afterwards, let's say you have a function with 4 parameters and you are defining the second one as optional, the last 2 ones will be optional too by default. So make sure you are putting it in the right place. So it's important. As I said, the double question mark is the null coalescing operator. It returns the left side if it is not null. So think about this one. So the user input, if this one is not null, it will return it. Otherwise, it will return a default value, which is really useful. And not only in custom functions, it's the coalescing operator is usable and very helpful in all Power Query, usually in ifs and all kind of conditions that you are trying. Another really important keyword that you will find when building custom functions is each and the underscore. Well, each is the shorthand for a single parameter unary function. So usually, whenever you have a function that has only one parameter, you can use each, and Power Query replaces the function with each. It's a syntax sugar, so it's used by Power Query for short, readable one-liners. There are some examples here how each is treated on list.transform. This is what Power Query writes for us, but in the backend, for this function, the each keyword from here, it's exactly like having a function with a parameter, and then parameter, that parameter is multiplied by 2. And it's usually in selecting rows or adding columns. Power Query, whenever you are using UI, Power Query will write each for you. But it's important to know about it because you can replace it in different situations whenever you have, for example, nested structures. You have a table with nested tables on one column. You will not be able to use each as it is. You will have to use functions, and you can replace it with a function of this kind, keeping in mind the outside context and the inside context of the normal query level and nested structure level, using replacing the each with one parameter function. And for query, well, for error handling, try otherwise. It's the keyword that is helping us evaluating an expression and catching any error, returning a fallback value instead of crashing. So think about it without trying, and this one we can even try it. Let me see this one. Each underscore, try otherwise. Yeah, let's copy this and go to a new query and go to advanced editor. Of course. So let me comment this and try number from text. Let's see what we get. Of course, we get an error. And this is normal error handling in Power Query. Alt-3. So Alt-3, for me, it's the shortcut to open the advanced editor. Let me comment this and uncomment this. And show you the first error handling sample that we have here. So we are trying, this time we are using try and otherwise, getting the number from text from ABC, otherwise returning 0, 0. So this time it will not fail and it will return error. Of course, these are general samples, but it's important to know them because inside different functions you will find this kind of problems, and it's important to treat them from the beginning. So if you are here, it means that you want to learn something new, and this is something that I faced during the years. I was not treating the possible errors, and I got bitten, let's say it like this. So next one, it's error. You can raise a custom error if you want an error. For experienced users, you know an error, it's actually a record, but you can define your own errors, and this one is nice to see. So this one. Let me go back to Power Query and use the same query so I don't build a new one. So this one, we have a function. Let's go through it. With a rate defined as a number, and the result of the function is a number. We have a condition inside that if the rate is less than 0 and greater than 1, then we have to return an error that we are defining here. So then error, and here on the error, we are defining our own message for the end user. So let's go and try it with 0.19, for example. Invoke the function, and it's correct, right? But let's call it, actually we can modify it here with -1. You will see that we get an error, and this is the message that we set there. Well, this is helping the end users. We have an invalid rate, and the rate must be between 0 and 1. So we can define our own error and throw them on purpose for the end user to know or to help them in doing working with the query that we are building. And the same goes for value of 100, for example. We get the same type of error, the one that we've defined. Any questions until now, Ken? All good?
I think we're all good to keep going on these ones. Yeah, there's some questions that we can cover off at the end, Cristian, but for right now, I'd say continue on. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So there is one more keyword that you will see towards the end of the demo today. Hopefully we can get there, because I see we are pretty late. I am pretty late. The shared keyword, which is a built-in record containing all the functions and current and queries currently loaded in the session that you are using. It is used when dynamically evaluating M code at runtime, and this sample is you will see this is an easy one. I will try to show it at the end how you can reuse your own queries, and this is when we'll need the share button. So parameters and types. As I said, defining parameters and defining types for parameters and types for queries is really important. You have some examples here. These are the standard Power Query types, so I won't go into it, but I wanted to have it in the slide so everybody that will look in the document will have the samples, the text, the number, the logical, date, and so on. But we're not using only text, number, logical, single value. We can define lists as parameters. We can define records or tables or other functions. It depends on what you need, and I wanted to list them all and give you some examples on the screen. So, self-documenting functions. Whenever you are building a function with parameters and everything that we've talked until now, with the starting parameters and the result. It's usually overlooked this step of documenting your function, but Power Query lets us do it. And let me show you here. You have an example for this function, which is a really easy function. We have one parameter is number, and optional we have a factor, so we just multiply it by that function, by that factor. We can define documentation for it. And I'll show you this one because it's really interesting. Share this one. And I will go into this invoke function in the documentation. That just change the name and change the Power Query M code here. You will see that a function, just like these ones, you have the parameters displayed and the default name of the function. You can add your own documentation for it and also some examples. And I'm pretty sure that everybody tried until now, and if not, I'll show you one moment now. Having documentation, it's really, really important, and it's very helpful even for other ones or for any user. Whenever you are trying to debug something, you can see the documentation. You don't have to be connected to the internet. You can do it really easily, just like, let me start the function table.add column. This is the first one. So whenever you are pasting or putting a function, any function, any already predefined function of Power Query without parentheses, you will get something like this, the one with the documentation. And this is helpful because you'll get additional samples. You'll see all the parameters. And let me show you a different one that I loved. Nested join, table.nested join. You can see here all the parameters of any function whenever you are calling it without parentheses. This type of documentation here is written exactly as I wrote it on this one, and it's pretty easy nowadays with AI to do it. And I'll show you how easy it is. And let me try one of the samples here, one of the functions that I already have here. Let me copy this one, the one with adding 10 dates. Of course, I don't know by heart all the structure of the documentation, but I did something that is helping me and will help you too. And I will paste the link in the chat. I created my own custom GPT, not this one. And if I'm pasting that function, I already have instructed it how to do it. I'm just pasting the function, and it will clean the steps if the query is longer, and add the documentation if it detects it's a function. So this one, it's already adding the documentation for this simple function. I will just copy the code and duplicate it. This is the FM at 10 days documenting. And if I'm pasting the code that I got, I'm always checking if the syntax is correct because AI can make mistakes, and check out the function. So if I'm going to attend this is the original function, and this is the one that's commented of course, this is a simple one. It's just adding 10 days to a date, but you can add examples. You can do all kind of additional stuff, and it's really, really helpful to add documentation. So let's move back to see where we are. Yeah, I have 3 demos already pre-prepared in the documentation, and in in the interest of time, they are all self-contained. Let's say it like this, and let me go with a new query and call it demo1. Paste the code and let me explain what's inside. Control A, Control V. This is it. So this is a function. Yeah, by the way, we can, this is the sample that I created, but I can show you how you can even get the info if you are copying the function from someone, how you can document it yourself and have it explained by AI with the custom GPT that I did. So before moving forward, let me try to put it here and document it. Okay, since no name was provided, I've used the default signature name, blah, blah. Okay, I have the query. And I will just comment this one so we don't lose it and go with the commented one. Of course, here, as I had, let me show you. I had a function defined inline, this one. So for me, what Power Query did was just to add comments, or the custom GPT just added comments and so on and formatted. But the function itself, which is defined inside, is this one. So I have the fn grid function, which is defined with the 2 parameters that are here, the name and the language, which is optional. And for this, I want to resolve the language. So here, the coalesce operator is just checking if language is null, then by default, you will use English, right? And then in the select greeting step, I have an if. So what am I doing here? If resolve language is Romanian, so if I'm putting a RO inside the language here, it will say Bună ziua. Otherwise, if resolve language is French, it will say bonjour. Otherwise, if you're not putting anything, it will go with hello, and this is it in English. And in the end, the second step of this query is building the message. So it's getting the result from this step. So whatever you have, Bună ziua, bonjour, or hello, and the name that was provided in the function. And here, because I already created the results, I already invoked the function with Anna, Ion, and Romania, and Marie, and France. It's already returning in the second step the 3 results, but we can modify it. Let's say it like this. Let me go with another step and go with fn grid. I can call the function in a different step, fn grid, and I want to say hello Ken. Ken, but in French. Bonjour Ken. So it's working. And if I'm not providing anything for the language, I'm leaving it, I'm invoking it with a null, it will default to the hello part, which was already shown here. To this one, the resolve language, which was no. This was the first one, which was really, really easy. Let's go with the second one. So duplicate it, duplicate and call it demo 2. And go with this one. I want to apply a function across a table. So let me copy the query and go to advanced editor, Control A, Control V. What do we have here? We have a table, which is having 2 columns, product and price. And we have a function called tax amount, which is taking 2 parameters, price as a number, and optional, you have a rate as number. And the result of the function must be a number. So what do I need to do? I need to round up the price multiplied by the rate. And whenever the rate is null, multiply it with the default rate. So the VAT rate in Romania was 19% up to last year. Now it's 21. So I can modify it, even modify it here. I just forgot about it. And round the number with 2 decimals. And then in the next 2 steps, I have 2 additional add columns. So I'm adding 2 columns, one the VAT and one the total. One is invoking this function, the FX tax amount on the price column, which is part of the table, and one adding the newly created column with the VAT. Let me show you. We have the initial step, so the table step, that as I said, everything is self-contained. And then we have the function defined with the 2 parameters. So, too much. So the function goes like this. The price is this price. The rate is this optional rate. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It says that it's already defined. It's expecting a number, and this one a number, and the result should be a number. And then the function definition, which is rounding up the price multiplied with the rate, and if the rate is null, use 21%. So if I'm going to the next step with tax is just invoking the function on the column price, and the next step is just adding up the price and the VAT to get the total. Pretty easy stuff to show, but it's easy to self-contain it, and this is why I'm showing you this. And I have another one, and then we can move to the next part, repeating a function over a list. So let me copy this and duplicate it, duplicate and call it demo 3. And modify the M code here. This is a function that transforms Celsius values into Fahrenheit. I had to look up the formula because I never know. I cannot do it from my head. I looked up the formula to convert it, and I have like this. I have a list, and let me go in and go through each of them like this. I have a list of temperatures, right? 0, 10, 20, 37, and 100, the boiling temperature. These are the temperatures in Celsius. I have defined inline a function which takes C as a parameter, so the temperature in Celsius, and it expects it as a number, and it returns a number. And then I'm just doing a number dot round on the temperature that I created here, or I have it in the list, times 9. It's complicated formula. I still don't get it, why it's like this. I never wanted to go into details, but I wanted to create my function so it's easy. Otherwise, I have to look up on Google every time whenever my friends in the US are telling me it's 120 degrees here. I'm like, what the hell? Here it's only 36 degrees. So the function is really not very complicated to define. And then I have a list of transform. I have a step which calls a list.transform, and as you can see, this list.transform is expecting a list as a list, which is the Celsius values. This is the list that we have created, and this is the function that we've defined here. So it's really, really easy to use list.transform on a list of values with the function that we have created and get the results in the end, getting the columns, so combining the two lists, the Celsius values that we had at the beginning with the Fahrenheit values that we got after applying the function. It's just table from columns, so putting the two lists together, and it works beautifully. Let's modify it like this and put an additional -10, for example. So let's increase the list. Everything will update because our function works as magic. We did this. Error handling. As I said, it's really, really important to prepare for errors, because in the real life, data is never clean. Let's say it like this. It's easy to say it, and data is not clean. So we can use the try otherwise pattern, though, like I just showed you, and you have an example here invoking a function with and without, so without handling errors. As I said, using the coalesce sign, we should null guard it, so always handle nulls before doing anything with the values. And here is another code, and this one is interesting, and this is why I want to put it in Power Query, and duplicate this one, duplicate. Oh God. Test editor, Control A. So let's put it like test, invoke it, and it's working. Otherwise, let me try this and eliminate it and see what we invoked. What am I doing wrong? Save. This is the code. No. Well, let's invoke it as it is. Yeah, of course, we cannot convert the value null because we haven't treated the nulls. This is what double question mark is doing. And try with error. I've already shown this one with an error record, but this is a different one, so we should test it. Getting the actual error that it's happening there. So I will just reuse the queries. Try error and modify the advanced editor. Control V. What do we have here? We have an input as a text, and the result is a text. We have a step called R, a result trying a number from text as input, and we are treating if we have an error, not this one, then we should return the word error and the message that we get there. And we can test it with 42 and invoke it. It's working. And we can also advanced ABC, try to invoke it with a text. We got an error. This is the message that we have provided, and this is the message that was inside the error record that was returned. So it's important. This is why I'm showing you to you. And here are some performance tips. Before moving to the performance tips, I want to show you one more thing. And this is, no, we can go like this because we can use it in the end. But how much time do we still have, Ken? 10 minutes?
You can use 10 minutes. I always say it's an hour-ish, so use what you need. And if somebody needs to catch the rest on the recording, they can totally do it. So carry on, man.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let's go to the performance tips, and then in the end we'll go again in the Power Query editor. So write functions that scale, not just work. So make sure you're writing, you know, all the possible tips and tricks and all the possible failing points, and try to avoid row level functions called on large tables. So on this one, avoid it with having a table add column with a custom function is called once per row. Think about it. If you have a query with 1 million records, you will get 1 million evaluations of that function. Do you want to do it? I wouldn't do it. Whenever you have sources that query folds, try to protect query folding. So if your source supports folding, like SQL Server or other types of databases, custom M steps can break it. So think about it. Whenever you are adding an index or doing some steps inside the query, will break query folding. So whenever you are having sources that supports query folding, just right click the query and see if you have grayed out the value view native query. If it's grayed out, it's almost sure the folding was broken there. So whenever you are building custom functions, make sure you are not using fuzzy matching, for example, will always break query folding. Adding indexes will always break query folding. There are some steps that are not folding in other functions that are not folding. Try them. On smaller sample data sets. There is something at the end on key findings. Whenever you are developing custom functions, try to use smaller data, smaller samples of data, so you can run it easily and try performance. So another tip would be to cache expressive calls outside a function. Never call web.contents or file.contents inside a function applied per row, because this will be really, really heavy in terms of memory, and all the data will be brought inside the local memory, and your query will be really slow. Everybody knows Power Query is not the fastest transformation engine. There are other tools like Python and other, I don't know, other tools that can be faster, but we should aim to keep the queries as fast as possible and not add additional load if it's not necessary. And as I said, whenever you are developing or creating your custom functions, use a table.firstn, I don't know, 10, 15, 100 records, because you keep a small sample and every time you can see the results. And I got to this part, which I think it's important, how to reuse your custom functions. There are three methods. Copy and paste the query, just like I did until now. Right click, paste the query, copy it from one side, paste it, it's working, no problem. Share the code directly on email or on Teams or whatever. This is a different way of reusing some of the functions, and it's easy to share across teams and platforms. If you put it in different, I don't know, Git tracked files like Markdown or text files, you can even see the updates and the differences. And there is a third method, which can be used here. I listed as a local text file function library. You can create function libraries. And this is really, really easy to show. And actually, there are several ways of doing it, but I will show you this. One of the functions that I had here, the tax amount, I just saved it in a folder as a text file. So it's a simple text file with the function as it is, and just like the other one, it was 90% the VAT. So let's modify. I will modify it afterwards so you can see it's working. This one is saved inside a local folder in C, on the C drive in this folder, PQ function library. So we'll just copy this one and go to Power Query. And I think it's already built here somewhere, but I want to do it live to see if it's working. And if not, I have a backup. Not this one. I got used to create a new query. But I want to get data from a text CSV file. And I'm getting the data from this file. And of course, it sees a text file. And this is our first step, right? Well, this first step, it's getting all the data from that text file. But I want to add the data in a single step. So out of this table with, I don't know how many lines, depending on your function, I want to get everything as a list, because then I want to combine the list in a single text. So I can either right click and drill down to get the table transformed. So that column of the table transformed as a list, or I can go directly, I could go here directly and reference the column name and get the data as a list from there, as it is. column 1. So now I have a list, right? Well, I want to combine the data from this list, and let's do it in a separate step. And I want to say text.combine, text combine, of course, a parenthesis first, text.combine. IntelliSense is not working anymore. I want to combine everything, but this is combining everything in a single row, and I don't want to do it like this. I know that text.combine has an optional parameter, and I want to use a line feed. Hashtag line feed and close parentheses. And now I have the text exactly as it was in my text file, right? Yeah, but this is a text. It's just a text, a single value. How can we do it? Well, how can we invoke it? Power Query has a function, a special function. So let me rename this step as FN as text. It doesn't matter the name. And reference it and create a new one. There is a function in Power Query called expression.evaluate. I see that my IntelliSense is not playing nice. I hope I did it right. Yeah, it's right. Even if I got an error, it's right, because I can read the error and it says that the number.round, the actual function that is referenced inside my function, doesn't exist in the current context. Well, current context of this expression.evaluate is exactly as it is the context of this single query. But I need the context of my entire session, and this is why, if you remember, we had the shared keyword, which brings me the context of my entire session, and I can add as a parameter the shared keyword. And I'm invoking the function that, well, actually I'm accessing the function that it's saved on a text file. So let me put it like this so we can read it easily. I have a price of 100 and a rate of, I don't know, 10%. Invoke it. Of course, I'm getting 1000 because this is what the function is returning me. But let's say I'm not putting any value on the second parameters. It's the default rate that I had in my step. So function as text. Here, as you can see, the default is 0.19, right? And I'm multiplying the price with the rate. But let's say I want to modify and have the single file in a single place shared with my entire team. Well, actually, I have a list of files. Let me move back to the text file and modify it to 21%. Save it. I hope it was saved. Yeah. And now, as I haven't refreshed the text here, it didn't refresh. How come? I think I saved it. File, save, 0.21. Okay. It should, yeah. And even for the invoke custom, you see, now it's getting the new value. So whenever you have functions or reusable functions that you want to share with your team or you want to access afterwards, you can use this method with expression.evaluate and have them saved either in I don't know, locally or in a SharePoint list or in a Git or GitHub. You can reference them without any a problem. But there is another one way of doing it. The last tip. Let's say I have these two functions that are, well, actually these two. I want to bundle them together in a different function. Well, there is an option. Every query can return how should I say it? In English, it's not as easy as it would be in Romanian. So a query can return a record. A record will have two parts. One, the name of the column, as it is. You can call it like this, name of the column and the value of the column. We can think about any function as having two parts, the name of the function and the body, where you have parameters, the definition and everything. So why wouldn't we use the possibility to bundle several functions if we can in a single record? And this is what I did here. And let me show you. Here I just started a record, an empty record, actually. I'm calling it a library and it's empty, right? And I'm returning library. Well, it's easy, it's not returning anything. But I want to add two functions. This one, which has this name and this value, advanced editor, let me get this value. And let me go back to the library function and say it like this. Well, I have a function which is called fn_add_this that has the definition. This is the definition. And press done. And here is what we have. And now let's say I want to put this one, the documented function. Control C, this is the name. And advanced editor, I will get the entire M query and go back to library start, advanced editor. Whenever we are defining records, we have to add a comma between the name and the next value of it. So let me go back. I'm adding a comma. Let me put the name, which is this one, and the value as it was. Control V. It doesn't look very nice, right? But it's working, and I can invoke them directly from here. And if I'm getting the value from this one, Control A, Control C, and put it, I will not modify the name because I would have to modify it here. Let me put it in a text file here. File, save. Not save as, cancel. File, save. And go back to my query where I created the fn text amount. So this one, if I'm refreshing, I should get everything that I had in my text file. I'm having everything like this, and I'm referencing a library in a single file. I can reference a library where you can add also a record for the last date or the, I don't know, the owner or some additional comments on it. And it's really, really useful way of doing it. I have one, and I think it's already here. I will provide the link if you're staying after the meetup. So I have a parameter that I'm using, but I have on my GitHub, I'm calling it a Power Query Backpack, a library that I'm using and showing how to do it. So this is on GitHub, and it's really easy. I have 4 functions here. The super trim function that I created. This one is the one that I created. The last refresh UTC, whenever you are using Power BI, you see that service is also messing around with the refresh date if you are having local time zones. I've created a replacement for Romanian characters. There are all kinds of diacritics. This is the enterprise DNA function that Melissa created, and I'm having it on hand so I can reference it. And as you can see, I updated the last update that I did to this record was last year in September, but it's really, really useful to have something like this. Of course, I'm having a different one with very custom functions that I created, and this is not shareable, but this is pretty much what I wanted to show. As you can see, the setup effort for copy pasting and sharing is minimal. You have some setup, but flexibility is way bigger if you are using a library, either a text library or a GitHub library in a record. So what are the key takeaways for the session? Functions are using the same Latin syntax as queries, nothing new to learn here. Always type your parameters. So as I said, and I'm insisting on this, use types on your parameters and null guarding with Wallace double question mark, safety first. You can return a record to produce multiple columns from a single function call. It's really easy, and it's important to know that using custom functions can help you so much. A reminder about the each, and which is the syntax sugar for a single unary function. So a single, it was difficult for me to understand what is an unary. Basically, it's a single parameter function. During development, use small samples. Whenever you can add documentation with metadata, use AI in your favor on this one, and build your own custom libraries so you can reference them afterwards. Thank you all for attending, and if there are any questions, this is the moment.
Cool deal. All right. So questions into the chat. If anybody's got any that they want to cover off, I want to pull one out from the history of the chat here. Just a question from Deepak. I've given my answer on this one. This is the really long one you referred to earlier, but I think it's good to sort of cover this one off. So the question was: is it best practice to create functions linked to queries or create standalone functions? What do you think?
It depends.
Yeah, good answer.
It depends. So it always depends on your use case. If you are at the beginning and you're not knowing your way too much into the M language, creating linked functions is really, really helpful and really easy. As you saw, if you're adding a parameter on you can create your custom logic in a query, add a parameter, and then just right click and create it as a function, and there you have it. You have a linked function. Otherwise, I stepped over time because I wanted to show you. I'm creating my own custom functions without being linked, just by commenting parts of the function. So either the parameters and the function definition, or the logic at the beginning. So it depends on use case. It depends on who will be using that function, because if you are using it, it makes no sense to go for an audit trail that it's easy to understand or whatever, or at least you know it. But if you are sharing the function, or if you are building it for a team, then yes, it would be easier to have linked functions. So it all depends.
That's funny. I actually would go the other way with this. I would say that for me, when I'm developing a function, having a linked version is super, super handy because it allows debugging and testing very quickly, because you can switch out the data set, you can see the sample, and you don't have to write code in order to be able to update it, because you can click your buttons and it writes the code for you. But for the distribution access or layer, once it is proven, battle tested, and works, you can just distribute the function and it's good to go. So the question really comes down to who's developing, how easy you want that experience to be, who's maintaining it. So if I'm going to send it to an end user to maintain, I definitely want to have the linked component in it. But if it's going to be something that I'm like, hey, look, I'm 100% confident this thing's going to work the way that I asked it to work every single time, then why ship it with the thing? The other thing that's frustrating that I find about it is that as a developer, I can't create a linked function using code. You absolutely cannot do it. It's got to be done manually. And once you break that link, you're done.
Exactly.
It's too bad. So, well, but there you go. So
you could do it if you are building a query to combine files. So you can do it programmatically to get data from a folder. Think about 3 CSVs.
Yeah, but you can't create the custom function that is linked back to the previous one using code. It will never create that link.
Exactly.
So if you go back and you change the sample transform, it doesn't flow through.
So you have to build something like this and trick it. I don't know, combine 2 CSVs. Power Query will create the link function for you, and then you can search for the transform file query and do it there, rename it and do whatever.
Yeah, but you'd still have to do it manually in order to make it work. Like you can't, and if you modify that function, it just can't be done via code.
Exactly.
So
not directly.
Can do it if you're developing inside the client system. My experience, Seth, is that anything that I'm trying to touch via code is I cannot create a linked entity there. I can copy the code and make sure it's the exact same, but if you make a transform sample change, there is no link between those things, so it will not update it unless it is being created manually and not modified. And believe me, I've spent hours and hours trying to reverse engineer this to actually make it work, and it just will not work. So there's something that gets broken between the two. Yeah,
it's just like breaking the link. Once you broke it, it's broken. You have to redo it from scratch.
Because I've tried to develop this in Monkey Tools where I can actually create it with the sample so that you can actually have all those things. And there's been a lot of wasted time on it, and it has not gone anywhere. So it's very frustrating. So anyhow, that was the one question that I wanted to bring in from the chat here. A lot of great comments and of this. People love this, and it looks like they're going to be starting to go and build themselves some custom function libraries. So well done on that. I think we'll wrap it up for the day here. So we'll get the video published up for YouTube. So hopefully anybody that had to drop off can review those last little bits. Don't forget, we got a couple of great meetups that are going to be coming up here, even though we haven't told you who the second one's going to be. But Ann Walsh is coming up in a couple of weeks, so RSVP for that. Thanks again, Cristian, for a fantastic presentation. Thanks to Joseph again for doing our What's New in Power BI. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next time. So till then.
Thanks for having me.
You bet, man. It's great to have you back.